Hi,
Hi,
I'm Debbie.
I'm Max.
This is Debbie and Max Go Thrifting.
In the dark.
It's Halloween.
And guess what?
We don't have any power.
Power went out.
It's this dark and stormy night. Actually, the power went out at 2:30,
About 2:30.
and it's about 6:30.
Yeah, getting there.
We don't know. We have no power.
Oh, it's almost 7 o'clock. Good gracious, 7:45.
Yeah,
6:45, I mean.
yeah. So
The power company says, we'll fix it. Sometime.
Yeah. Don't know what happened. There is a bad storm going through.
Yeah. No, I was just sitting in the office and I heard this large boom. It actually shook the ground a little bit. And off to our east, I assume it was a transformer blowing up. So, but that's it.
I was playing bridge. I wasn't here.
Yeah, she wasn't even
Well, we
here.
have power. I should have stayed over there.
Yeah. In fact,
So
well, actually, I don't see any power over on the other side over there, across the ridge either.
yeah, where we're at, it's hard to tell who has power and who doesn't. After I played bridge, we left there at 3:30, and then I had to go to the grocery store to pick up things. And I got home, and we both do it. If we're out running around on the way home, we pick up food because neither one of us ever eats at the right time, and it. But I thought, we have been buying so much food lately. I don't know what came over us. It's just like
We're hoarding.
I know, it's like we've been buying so much food. And I thought, no, I'm not going to stop on the way home and get food. So as soon as I opened my car door, he goes, "Did you get food?" And I'm like, "No, I figured we had tons of food here." And he's like, "Well, we don't have any power, so we have electric range and microwave and everything else."
Everything's electric, so.
So then he had to brave the torrential rainfall and go back out and get us something to eat. But yeah, you don't know how much you depend on it. It seems like the older I get, the more I depend on it. When I was younger, we would play board games and card games, and we've got these little headset things. We've got a bunch of them, and we both put them on. We read for a while, but mine's giving me a headache, so I'll stop reading. Plus, I get really impatient when I've got things I want to do and I can't do them. That's attacking me. What about you? He doesn't care because he doesn't have to work when the power's not on.
Power's out. I don't have to work.
But
I sat down this afternoon and read a book.
We have not been keeping up with our videos. We did finish finally the book sales. Yay!
Yep. I pan the
And
camera around, but all you see is books.
yeah,
Everywhere.
we're still working on. We're doing pretty good though, getting those organized. We moved the picture station from
Downstairs.
our guest bedroom to our basement, which
Yep.
Max had been wanting to do.
Yeah.
So
We're
we-
just trying to do too many things at once in that one room. We're trying to sort the books, we're trying to get them cataloged, and trying to take pictures. And it just one was on top of the other.
And you also wanted to get more stuff out of the basement.
Well, yeah. And we got some out of there, so we got enough room to put the picture station there. Now we can get some more out of there, and we can move more down there.
Yeah. Just stuff. Haven't really, I don't know, I guess I've been hearing the ones, like I say, I follow the social media stuff and hear people talking about all the craziness that eBay's doing. Basically, I think it's affecting the clothing sellers. I do not sell clothing, and I'm so thankful I don't sell clothing. Had a few things on the books that they did weird things. They
They
took away some categories.
and they added that author thing that is just insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Instead of you just typing an author in, like start, with Mary, and then it kind of get a drop down list, and you could choose Mary whoever. Now they have like 200 names of authors, and you have to go through the list and check it instead of just typing 3 letters or whatever. I don't know whose bright idea that was, and you can't, and I'm having a problem too, if I type an author that's not on that list of 200, when I go back, because I do drafts, so when I go back to the draft and I actually want to list it, my author that I put in is gone, disappeared. So that's one thing that is affecting me, but it's not that much compared to some other stuff I've heard people say.
Thankfully, we're not doing clothes.
Yeah, I wouldn't do clothes right now for nothing. I know it's good money, but I no. I wouldn't do it at all. It's just a pain in the rear. Like I say, I'm a member of some social groups, and I hear them talking and stuff, and nuh-uh. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Been watching some new YouTube people. Don't ask me who they are. I don't know. I'll start watching somebody and it'll say, if you like this person, you might like this person. So then I'll try 1 or 2 of those, and then it just keeps doing that. I just keep adding. I think right now I've got like 65 subscriptions on YouTube. And I do enjoy watching it. I really do. And not just eBay stuff. I love the hillbilly stuff, the homesteading. I like home renovation, things like that. Recipes, I just everywhere. I love Paper and Moose, who's she's got such a good channel. I mean, if you haven't given her a try, do. She just makes history come alive. Who else do we? Oh, then we have
The Canadian people.
oh yeah, Curiosity Inc. Who are in Canada, and they're the ones that bought the hoarder house. That's how we got started on them. They bought a hoarder house, and we started watching them then, and they have come just through this really, really long journey. They completely restored it. Then they found an old general store, completely restored that, and they moved their headquarters in there. I mean, they did some great, interesting things, and boy, does he have some gorgeous antiques in his shop. Just gorgeous
Every
things.
time he's in there and it pans past the antique radios, we all both just go, "Oh, I want that one! I want that one!"
Yeah, we have a thing. We love antique radios and we love antique clocks. And he has
that clock.
he found an old, I don't know what you would call it. What can I call it?
It's
It's one that hung on the wall, but it's really big. It's only, 4 feet?
Yeah, it's about 4 foot tall, 1.5 feet, 2 feet across.
Yeah,
No,
but it couldn't be repaired. It was in such
Yeah.
bad shape. But he took all the guts and everything out, except for the time in the face,
The face
of it.
yeah.
Completely, refinished, re-shot, revarnished, and just gorgeous. And then he made shelves to go inside of it, and that's where he displays his watches.
That are for sale.
And it is gorgeous. I mean, he has such vision. I told Max if we ever see another old broken down clock like that, we're getting it. And we're going to do that for the house, not for watches, but we're going to do it for
Just
shelves, for like
shelves to
knickknacks or
display
something.
knickknacks,
It's just fabulous. What else have we been doing? Max has been working. I've kind of been playing a little bit, actually. I kind of been enjoying myself, which is good. This is, we literally did summer, winter, like that. Summer, winter.
Well, we're kind of getting a taste of fall, but it's going to be winter real soon.
Yeah, one day of fall, maybe.
Yeah.
And I have a bad time in the winter with seasonal affective disorder, so I'm really going to watch that this year and try to keep a handle on it. And my one thing I do is
Let me check this real quick.
what are you doing?
Okay.
Make sure everything's going right. You know how these ones like to shut down every once in a while.
I will just not leave the house. I'll just get in the house and hunker down and won't leave. So I really this winter got to kind of, like today, it was horrible today. And I knew the weather was going to be horrible and I didn't want to go play bridge, but I really needed to get out and do something. So I'm glad I did. I do feel better. Yesterday I kind of didn't do anything and lounged around all day in my jammies, and it's not good. If you suffer from that, I feel with you, and try to get out. I know it's hard. I know it's really, really hard, but do try to make yourself get out. Even if you just go for a walk for a block and turn around and come back. That's something I'm going to work on. So, what are you going to work on?
Books. Got lots of books to take pictures of.
I have more books. And we're sorry we can't show you. We have tons and tons of
What's
stuff that I thrifted. What?
Did you hear that?
I thought it was you.
No, you hear a big pop sound outside?
I thought it was you hitting the wall.
No.
Things is popping and crackling here.
Yeah.
This may be our last video, last will and testament. Even Daisy came to look.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Daisy.
A big loud bang.
You want to get on camera and say hello? No.
It's Daisy.
No, leave
Daisy?
me alone.
No?
She hates this kind of weather. Freaks her out.
Yeah.
Does not like it. I don't remember what I was saying. You remember what I was saying?
Am I supposed to?
Hello,
Daisy.
sweetie.
Miss Daisy.
Hello.
You want to come up?
You'll come up and go on TV? No?
No? Okay.
Okay.
Hey there. Yeah. I want your
Yeah.
head scratched.
She hates this kind of weather. It terrifies her.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was
noise
saying.
didn't help either. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
What were we talking about? No, they can't answer.
Oh, why we can't show you any stuff. It's dark.
That's dark.
And still working on my friends' stuff that they gave me, trying to do some research and find out what's what. Picked up some great stuff. Last Friday? Was it last Friday?
Yeah, last Friday.
You want?
Last Friday I went to Salvation Army and my friend Bonnie's, and Salvation Army, I swear, it has just been a treasure trove for me. I don't know
Get this out of your way, Daisy.
if people have stopped giving to Goodwill here, because there's been a lot of talk about it, because them cutting back their services and the money they pay their leaders and stuff. And so I don't know if people have been cutting back at Goodwill and giving it more to Salvation Army or what, but I have just been finding gads of stuff at Salvation Army and for really good prices. But it's too dark to show you all that stuff now. And believe it or not, which people still can't believe, we still have 3 bags of things from our trip
Sitting right behind me.
that haven't been unpacked yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Don't talk to me about it. I know I'm horrible. I get my first Social Security check December 24th.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're gonna be retired officially.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I really think about it and read about it, and I just, I don't know, it just made sense to me. I could take that money and,
Do things with it.
well, we could put it toward we'd
yeah.
like to be debt free by the time Max retires. That ain't gonna happen because we have a mortgage on this house and it won't be paid
Yeah.
for by then.
But we want to get rid of all the other things we owe.
Yeah, and we also, my car is a 2005.
Kind of like to
and
replace that before I retire.
it is a fabulous car. Haven't had a second trouble out of it. It's a Toyota Scion XA. But I really would like to get another small car. I'd actually like to get a hybrid and completely have that paid for before we retire and get a newer car than that. Because you're kind of, it's getting on up there,
Yeah.
But then again, if if you get a bump or a bang or somebody opens their door and hits you or whatever, I don't care. And if you had a new car, I'm afraid I'm going to be like parking.
Out at the end of the parking lot.
Yeah,
And walking.
don't touch my car.
Set orange cones around it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm nervous, and plus I got to figure out all the new buttons and stuff. And I don't, I have a radio and an air conditioner and a heater, and that's it. I don't know all this new stuff. The van that Maxx drives has all
There's
kinds
buttons.
of
There's buttons on top of buttons.
yeah.
And you press one button and a different thing will come up there, and there's a whole more, a bunch of other things, and oh god.
Yeah, the back, we know, well, we're not sure, but the back windows in my car haven't come down in
The thing, the little button you push to roll down.
4 years.
2 or 3 years now, yeah.
Yeah, and we don't know why. We
I mean-
think it has something to do with child safety.
Well, I've checked that though. See, there's a little switch you can throw, and you throw it one way, and you try it again, it doesn't work. You throw it the other way, it doesn't work. But if you sit there and you go, and then close the door and go up front and hit the button, all of a sudden one window will work.
But
So yeah, it's probably something to do with that switch.
yeah, and for a 2005 car, do you want to really put like
Yeah.
$300 in it to get the back windows to work?
Yeah, we never use them anyway, so.
Yeah, so, and the other thing is when I bought this car, I had it loaded with not neon, LED?
LEDs in cup holders and under
Yeah, under
the
my,
footrests and
all on the bottom, inside, not
Yeah.
outside, that's illegal.
Yeah.
Inside I had LED lights that, change colors. Ooh, I loved it. And they stopped working too. Max thinks that's a fuse.
yeah.
And he don't really care that I don't have my LED lights that go round and round, but
Well, the cup holder still works.
well, yeah, but I want all of
You
them.
want the ones? Yeah, I know. Floorboard ones.
I loved my little car when I first got it. I still love it, but I like it better when it's got LED lights going round and round and round. But yeah, I'm kind of gaudy that way. Yeah, I wore a witch outfit today. This is the top and the bottom part of it. I had the cape and I got the big huge hat with the veil and all that. I had a moose in the hood of my
Oh
cape.
yeah, what did you think about the moose?
Everybody laughed.
So you're familiar, huh?
Yes, I had a moose as my familiar in my hood of my cape. But let's see. What else we been doing? Nothing.
That's pretty much it.
Max is doing his guitar for vets.
Yep. I'm gonna go be playing a gig here this Saturday and also again next Saturday.
And he's going to be gone all day Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
He's going to play Dungeons and Dragons too,
Yeah.
which I'll never understand, but oh well.
Yeah.
But let's see. What we talk about? We got holidays coming up. We have a grandson's birthday in November, a Debbie birthday in November, Christmas, and then another grandson birthday in January. And so it's kind of a busy 3 months. When I order the grandkids presents, and we talked to the son and daughter-in-law, and we told them, we said, the grandkids have every toy known to mankind. This is ridiculous. Gonna get 1 toy for birthday and 2 for Christmas, and that's it. But the thing about it is when you have to, well, maybe not, but I do. If I buy one, their birthday present, I get the other something too, so they don't feel left out. So November there'll be 2 gifts, 1 for each. Christmas there'll be 4, 2 for each. In January there'll be 2, 1 for each. Right? I like to go and buy all of them at one time, get it over with. I don't want to be out there with all them people running around, crazy people. So 1st of October,
Just checking.
we
First
went
of
in, and I went in, and I picked out some stuff. And it's really hard, I'm telling you. They've got everything. They have everything. So we narrowed it down, and we said,
yeah.
okay, these things look good, let's get these things. One thing, my oldest one, who will be 4 in January, is crazy about astronauts.
Yep.
So we got him an astronaut suit. We're going to get him for Christmas. Well, then we go over to my son's to visit, and he goes, oh, he's got to be an astronaut for Halloween.
Exact same suit.
Yeah, so I emailed him what we had bought him, and he says, yeah, that's what he's going to be for Halloween. He's already got that. So now, we got to come up with something else. So, Halloween, they sent some pictures of the kids playing and carving the pumpkins or whatever. And the littlest one is wearing a pair of binoculars. You want to know one of the other gifts we got him? Binoculars. I you know, it's like, I don't, and if you ask them, well, what should I get them? They're like, oh, whatever, you know, everything you get, they like.
Well, that's the thing about them is, you know, they just, if they think the kids need something, they just get it for them. So.
Well, yeah, that's the whole reason we stopped exchanging gifts. It got to be ridiculous. So the adults don't exchange anything, but I want to get my grandkids something. But they do the same thing we do, which is Maxx will say, we need blah blah, and I go straight and sit down at my computer and get on Amazon Prime and I order it. So, and they do the same thing. And, you know, so I don't know. We're probably going to get them. We decided to keep the second astronaut suit, so the little one will have one too.
Yeah, in a year or two we can give it to him.
And we got something else to substitute for it.
Yeah.
And the binoculars, I'm like, no.
Just give them.
They're going to get it, and then they'll both have a pair.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of this, you know. And then, I've done this, I don't know how many years. I didn't do it when he was little. But for X number of years, he and his wife were together when I started this. I got them advent calendars. My son's a Lego freak, and she's a dark chocolate freak. So one year I thought, well, that would be neat. So I got him the Lego advent calendar, and I got her the dark chocolate Christmas calendar. And they both really seemed to like that a lot. So then when the grandbabies came along, the first one, I got 3 that year. One for him, one for her, and then they had a little, like, Playmobil, something, you know, for the little one. Then the 4th baby came along. So this year, I had to come up with 4 different advent calendars. I mean, it's... I mean, I love the idea, and I know that's one thing. They're not gee whiz, golly whoopee kind of people. They don't get excited about much.
No, but I like the idea of getting her the one that you can be used.
Yeah, and she only likes dark chocolate. That's it.
Yeah.
So all the other chocolate calendars that I had been buying, that was a mixture. And so I told Max, I said, I'm so tired of them. And the really nice, expensive dark chocolate, I said, why don't I just, so they had a really beautiful advent calendar. It was wood, and it had 24 drawers, and it had a deer scene at
Woodland scene.
Yeah, woodland had deer. Yeah, and it runs on batteries and it'll light up, and you put the 24 pieces of chocolate around the
drawers.
And so I got 4 different kinds of dark chocolate.
Yeah, three different kinds of dark chocolate.
And they're gonna go in the drawers.
Divide it up
and then I hope she likes it. It's beautiful. I like it. And then that way she just has to give it back to me next year, and I fill it again. That makes one easier. But I really like it. I hope she will. You know, I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah. And I'd love to do that with all of them. Come up with something that they all had permanent ones that we just refilled instead of ordering new stuff every year. But I know my child is not going to give up his Lego. My child loves his Lego. He got his Lego this year. I had saved every Lego he had ever had.
Huge
every instruction booklet, everything.
And right up to the brim, almost bulgy.
He finally asked me. He knew I had them, and he finally the one that's going to be 4 in January is starting to get an interest in the bigger ones.
Yeah.
And so he said, next time you come over, bring my Legos. So we go over to this huge Rubbermaid tub. And he's like, well, I might not let him have all these at one time.
Yeah.
So he, one night after he'd gone to bed, he went through, because he didn't know I'd saved the instruction books, everything. And he was real excited about that. So he's going to like go through and pick out what he needs so they can put it in bags or something so they can build one thing at a time. He's still a little bit young for it, but it's a daddy and
another
kind of
year,
thing.
maybe 2 years, and those Legos will be just fine for him.
Well, yeah, but then you got the other one who always is going to want to help.
Yeah.
But they got the Mega Blocks, and he's really good at those. And we got him something too, I think he might like.
Yeah.
We got him I don't know. They go to Montessori, and I looked under. I didn't know. I looked under Amazon.
Oh yeah,
this is my froggy pillow. I looked under Montessori toys, and there was a peg thing in there where you hammer pegs, but I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, that's one of the gifts we got for the little one. So we know we're just rattling on. We're sorry. We're bored.
We're bored.
We can't.
Yeah. Okay.
See, it's driving me nuts. I want to watch YouTubes or something. What?
Okay, just a second.
He's doing something.
There. He's just about to hit the point where it's going to shut down. So I had to stop it and then restart it.
Let's see. What do
Can't watch YouTube anyway. That's what you just said.
Yeah. Radio is, we either got weather radio or.
And we got another radio around here. I gotta find that.
Yeah. This is the first time we've been without power.
Well, we had that time once before, just a few months ago, but
we weren't around this long.
it was not during at night. It was during the day.
Yeah.
Or was it that night? Yeah, no, we came back on that night. No, it was at night. It was late at night. It went out, and we just were well, we'll just go to bed. That's what it was, and it came back on during the night. And we didn't really worry about it.
And actually, one time it went off during the night while we were already sleeping. By the time we woke up, it was already back on. We just knew because everything was blinking.
Yeah. Well, anything else?
I don't know. What y'all been doing? We've been watching everybody, like I said. Our hillbillies, of course, we watch them every day with our breakfast.
Yep.
And see Ann say Ann and Papa.
Yep.
And the crazy lamp lady. Maxx don't like her too much, but I do. I've learned a lot from her about things, names of things and what things are and what to look for, whatever. I really learned a lot from her. And for some strange reason, and I don't know why, this came up on my, if you like this, you'll like this. But it's the Villages in Florida. And I know you've probably heard of it. It's this huge retirement community for like millionaires. And so, I don't know, it came up and I thought, I'll watch one. So this couple named Jerry and Linda, and they chronicle they moved from Indiana to the Villages to retire. And I don't know, I just started liking to watch.
It's kind of fascinating, actually.
Yeah, I know.
It
I
is.
told Max, I said, this is what it's like to be a millionaire and retire. Let's watch this, because we're never going to get there.
Yeah. They're zipping around in golf carts all
Yeah,
the
this
time.
it's you know, it's like there's a golf cart lane, there's car lanes, they have special tunnels for the golf carts, and anything in the world you can think of to do, this place has got it. And it's, I don't know, it's almost sci-fi.
It's
You
kinda
know,
weird,
it's almost like another planet. It's like,
Yeah.
because you can do this, you can't do this. You know, there's really strict about what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
I mean, you know HOAs. So, I mean, this goes way
Way beyond
beyond
what
any
HOA.
HOA you've ever seen.
I like the thing you were telling me about how every month they have to go over to the Home Depot and pick up their box of things they have to do to the yard.
Yeah.
Every
Well,
month.
now you can hire a landscaper.
Yeah.
And they'll do it, but if you want to do it yourself, which Jerry and Linda do, every single month of the year, there's something you have to do to your yard to maintain that gorgeous green lushness. And so they have a deal with Home Depot that you go over and this is your box for this month or whatever. Do you have to aerate it or fertilize it or weed
You
kill
just
it?
go up to the
Or,
Home Depot and say, I'm from the village.
yeah. And you get your box.
They hand you your box.
And it's fascinating. It really is. I wouldn't want to retire there because Max and I are. I can't stand for somebody to tell me what to do, and
Yeah.
I'm very liberal. And it's a.
Yeah, this is.
But it's fun to watch. You know, and it would drive me nuts because they have this, just name it, and they have it there. So like every day they have 2 or 3 things scheduled to do. And I mean, I like getting out and doing things, but 7 days a week? No. You know, no. I want to kick back and read a book or watch some TV or something. I don't want to have all this. Oh, they both play golf, and there's pickleball and water aerobics, and oh God, I can't even think of all the stuff. And there's they have live music every single night. They have ukulele lessons. I mean, you name it, and they've got it at this place.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fascinating. I wish there was someplace here in town that somebody would do something like this, because I'd be interested to see it. But yeah, I'm kind of hooked on it now. And they have a brown Dotson called Gizmo. He's featured in there sometimes, but it's also kind of interesting about. They tell you some things about living in Florida about that I never knew. Was like they just had to have their palm trees.
Kind of trimmed every year.
No, they don't call it trim. This wasn't trimmed.
Oh.
Debarked.
Debarked. Well, yeah.
And I didn't know what debarking a palm tree was, but it's like $150 a tree,
Yeah.
and these specialists come out, and it's fascinating. It really is to see this. I didn't know anything about it. I thought they just grew them in the.
You
They
drive
turn brown.
past a place that has a part of the country that has palm trees, and as you drive through, you can easily tell the ones that a professional does and the ones the guy at home does. Because the ones that are professional are nice, they're nice and even and going, oh, and you see the one at home and it's got these waves.
Well, and also, you know, those little sticky things that stick out on palm trees.
Yeah,
That's not supposed to be there.
yeah.
They're supposed to be gone.
Yeah.
But you literally have to take this box cutter like thing and cut all that away, and it's
Yeah.
really, really sharp and really hard to.
And
It's
you got to
fascinating.
know just when to do it too, because
Oh, yeah.
it's certain, because the lower trunk is always fairly smooth until you get up to so far below the top, then you have those little sticky out things, and then you have the leaves. But you got after you cut the leaves off, you have to leave that like that for so long until it dries out. Then you got to cut it away, otherwise critters start moving in.
Oh yeah, and then the other thing that's fascinating is the golf carts. And I know well, if you haven't, it's fascinating. They literally have like the Pinto and the Rolls Royce.
Okay.
It's amazing to see all these different kinds of golf carts, and the 2-seater, the 4-seater, the 6-seater, and the ones that are enclosed and have air conditioning, and the convertibles, and I mean, it really is. It's like watching a sci-fi movie. It's just unbelievable. And what's the other thing the one thing I wanted to ask for, I think I told you this. I have not seen a single motorcycle in all the episodes I've watched. And I don't know if they don't allow them or not. I mean, I'm going to send them a question.
They probably wouldn't allow them, I think.
Well, they have friggin' line.
Because they allow any one type, they'll have to allow any type. And motorcycles can be very noisy.
That's another one of those. I mean, I don't even own a motorcycle, don't want to, but don't tell me I can't have one if I want one. But they're interesting. I can't remember. It's like the Villages, and then Jerry and Linda or something if you want to check them out. They're kind of, it's interesting, like I say, to see what I will never retire to. I wouldn't want to anyway. We were offered to move to Florida when we came up here, and we both went, no, thank you, no.
Company said, you can go to Florida or you can go to Indiana. And I says, I'll take right in the middle. I'll go to Virginia.
Yeah, we have no regrets. But, well, our power's still not on.
Nope.
Tell us what you do when the power's off and it's pitch bright dark. Give us some suggestions. Of course, by the time you tell us,
I'll probably be back on.
Yeah, but who knows?
Well, we won't know what the answers are because we haven't posted this, and once we post it, I'll probably.
Well, we understand we're supposed to have a really rough winter this year, so tell us. It's going to be happening again to us.
Yeah.
We actually do have a generator, but it's not worth cranking up for this.
This. I mean, if we get up in the morning and the power's still off, I'm going to be cranking up the generator, plugging the refrigerator and the freezer. And,
save food.
Yeah, save the food, but.
Yeah, consider all that food we've been buying lately.
Yeah.
So anyway, just wanted to check in. I know we've been horrible, horrible people. Hope everybody's doing well. We do watch you. I try to go in and leave thumbs up for everybody. We watch on our big screen TV in the living room. And I don't know if that counts or not. And we also, because it was driving me nuts, Maxx didn't bother him. We got YouTube Red with no commercials because it literally was because of that stupid guy on the ostrich.
Oh God, I hate him.
I told him, I said, I can't take one more minute of it. So and now I don't know, since I don't watch commercials, if people who are monetary get paid or not, since I'm not commercials. So am I useless? You don't get my count because I'm watching on my big screen, and I'm also not watching commercials, so am I just no help to you whatsoever? Oh, and that's something else Jerry and Linda said. They got a ton of subscribers really fast, and YouTube contacted them and asked if they wanted to be monetized, and no, they don't want to be monetized. They aren't doing it for that. They're doing it to keep in touch with their family and friends they left behind, and for anybody else who's considering a move to the Villages, they wanted to kind of answer all their questions. And they've been very good. They answered about cable and phone and utilities and all kinds of stuff. They really have been, really good about it. And I think they've been pretty upfront and honest. And if you send a question, they'll answer it, So I didn't mean to plug their show, but if you want to watch it. It's interesting. But we watch Doing It Cheap with Pawpaw.
Yeah.
We watch Stan Hall Homestead.
Yep.
We watch Brain. Oh, I know. I said that. Real Nifty Vintage. Taco Stacks.
Taco Stacks, yes, all the time. And what's her name?
Homestead Tessie?
Homestead Tessie, that's it.
Oh yeah, and we haven't watched them lately, but Doug and Stacy.
Oh yeah.
Off Grid?
Doug and Stacy Off Grid.
Yeah. We don't have enough time. See, now would be a perfect time. We can't do anything else. We could just sit here and watch YouTube the rest of the night. What's wrong with that? But anyway, We just wanted to check in. Did you change our purpose on YouTube to entertainment from informational?
No.
We need to take it off informational because we're not informative at all.
We never were.
Well, isn't there one that's just, hey, chit chat or?
No, I don't know. I set up the channel. I didn't know there was this choice. You could make it somewhere else. I didn't know that.
I think there's different things like educational.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We probably need to look into that
Okay.
because we're not.
You know, for me being a computer guy, and I have been for a very long time, I really I look at YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, and it's just like.
But that's not really computer, it's social media.
Yeah, it's social media.
And you are not a social media.
Oh no, I'm not a social person.
No. Well, no, you're not a social media person.
Yeah.
You're a social person. You're just not social media. That's kind of the side that I handle. I do the Twitter and the Facebook and all that kind of stuff. So he doesn't know anything about any of that.
Yeah, I went and she got me to start a Twitter account. And I sat there, played on it for a couple of days, and I put it down, and I haven't touched it since.
Well, I do it for the business. You know, I promote my listings on Twitter. Facebook, I have 3. Well, I got more than that. I probably got 5 or 6 people who are, not people, but groups who are business oriented and are helpful, give you tips and tell you what's going on. If you've got a question, something about what happened, or even a question in different groups for different things, you know, what is this? Has anyone ever seen this before? And I'm trying to list this on eBay. I'm getting this message, da 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 da. Got all these groups, and you've got all these people in there who can really help you, and they can say, hey, you know, mine's doing it too, eBay's screwed up or something. It's very helpful instead of talking to eBay, which is,
Like you can talk to the wall and get a better response.
Yeah. But, okay, I guess we'll let them go, huh?
All right. Go ahead.
Well, if the next time you see us, we're still in the dark, send help.
Yeah.
Our candles.
We got candles. All right.
Yeah, we got candles. Got candles lit all over the house. It's so romantic.
Yeah.
We should have some dark chocolate or something.
Yeah, we'll get some after we get this done.
Okay. Well, hopefully next time we talk to you, we'll actually have something to show you.
That could happen.
I don't know if you can see. I have a new hair color too. I went orange for Halloween. But you never know what color I'll be next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, my son, I love it. My son doesn't, he just knows I'm his mother. We go over to his house and I'm in my Halloween glory. And he goes, what is this? I'm like, what? It's me. I love it though. What is this? I like being silly.
Huh?
Do you like being silly?
Oh, silly's fun.
Okay. Well, don't get so busy making a living.
There, you forget to make a life.
Have some fun. And even if your power's not out, turn some candles on. Turn some candles on.
Turn some candles on, yeah.
Turn some candles on and sit and talk to each other for a while.
Get communicating there.
Yeah.
Conversating. Start to do some conversating, as some of our friends would say.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.